Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you the ultimate review request system that you can make sure you're you're gonna get more 4 and 5 star reviews than you ever have before. You're gonna deal with any negative experiences your customers may have had in a much better way than you probably do already. The software you're gonna be seeing throughout this video is the Contractor Growth Engine. And in this software, this is built in. This is part of what comes with the software when you sign up to work with us. So if you're interested, definitely let me know and I'll give you a live demo of the whole thing. But let's jump in. So here we have our project management pipeline. So this is a way that you can manage, not only client communication, like automated client communication to let them know what stage of the project we're in, milestone invoicing, things like that. But also when we get to this last step and the project is completed, what's going to happen is it's going to send out a text message internally to your team. And usually we set it to the project manager, or if you're a one-man band, it would obviously go to the business owner. But what happens is this automation kicks off when the project is drug into that stage. It's going to send this out to your internal team, and it's going to say the name of this opportunity has entered the stage name, which is in this case is the project completed stage. Should the review request system be activated? Choose one. And all they have to do, they're going to have this in a text message. They have to click the link next to yes or click the link next to no. That is going to then fire off an automation. So this whole system is built to be in alignment with Google's terms of service. So Google has really cracked down on something called review gating. A lot of other systems out there are straight up breaking Google's terms of service. An example of this that you've probably all experienced is, how would you say your experience was? Thumbs up, thumbs down. If they click the thumbs down and there's no opportunity to leave a review on Google, there's no link to Google, then that is review gating. If when they click the thumbs up, there is. And there's a million different variations of that. The key point is, no matter what the initial feedback is, you have to give the user an opportunity to click a link to go and leave you a Google review. If you don't do that when it's negative, then that is review gating and it is against Google's terms of service. Now, personally, I don't know anybody who has been busted for that or anything like that, the Google police. But Google is getting more and more strict with their profiles. And in my opinion, you do not want to take a chance at breaking their terms of service and losing your Google profile. It really hurts your SEO and just not something we want to mess with. So everything here is built in alignment with those terms of service, so you won't run into any trouble. So what happens is if the project is over and you say, no, we don't want to activate this, you would say that if you had a client, they were just a problem client, they were just complaining and bitching the whole time. You don't want to set yourself up for that. They may still go out and find your profile, leave you a review. But if they were a good client and you think they're going to leave a good review, you're going to hit yes here. What that is going to do is it's going to fire off. This is a bridge workflow. So it's just going to turn on another workflow. So when you click that activate review request system trigger link, it's going to add this tag, request review. Then it's going to activate this review system. And I'm going to zoom in here so that you can see what's going on. So this triggers the workflow. We're going to wait until business hours just in case we happen to do that other part at 10 p.m. at night. We don't want to send them a text message. Once it's in business hours, we're going to send them this text message. Hey, contact first name. This is your first name with your business name. Just wanted to see what your experience of working with us was like. How would you rate us 1 through 5? Okay. Then what's going to happen is the system's going to wait for a reply. And it's set up to have a 1 day timeout. So what that means is if 1 day goes by and they haven't rated us, we're going to ask them again. And then we do the same thing. We ask one more time. I like to follow up 3 times here. And this is where this system is going to get you more reviews than really any other system, unless it's another system just like this. So if they do leave a reply and they send us, a number or a typed out version of the number, then we're going to check and see what that was. So if it's a 1, 2, or a 3, numerical or spelled out, we're going to classify that as low feedback. If it's a 4 or 5, it's high feedback. So first we'll go down the low feedback path. We tag them as low feedback, and then we attempt to remedy that. So we say, I'm sorry to hear that your experience with us was not great. You can always leave a review online, but we'd like to make it right if we can. So let's frame this up first of all. So let's say they had a bad experience. This line right here, but we'd like to make it right if we can. Is there anything we can do? You have to remember, this is before they have left a Google review, probably, unless they went right to Google, and it's possible they did. But we'd like to make it right if we can. So what are some things you could do? You can offer them additional services on the house. And you might think, well, why would I want to do that? Screw that person. Well, the thing is, your reviews actually play a big part in your SEO. If Google sees that you have all good reviews or mostly good reviews, then they're going to reward you with more business. And if you get negative reviews, and it happens to everybody, the way you handle them does matter. But we want to try to stop that negative review from happening. And this is how we do it. We show them like, hey, we're taking responsibility. We'd like to find a way to make it right. So you can be creative with how you do that. But let's say you did a kitchen remodel, and the job's done, and you ask them that question, or maybe you're aware of, like in the project, that they were considering something, something easy that you can do for them, or another project that you can do for them, or do at a discounted rate, at your cost. Anything you can do like that can help soften the blow of them not having a great experience. And it might even turn it into a good review, and in the end, that's what we really want to happen here. So that's the message that goes out to them. It's also going to send an internal SMS to the business owner, the project manager, whoever the key stakeholder is. And it's going to say, hey, this person replied to our feedback request with a low rating. Jump into the conversation tab inside the CRM to see if we can remedy that situation. So we're really being proactive here before the review even happens to try to get it done. If they leave high feedback, they rate us a 4 or a 5, we tag them as high feedback. And there's a lot we can do with that down the road. If we want to run a promotion to past clients and we want to segment it by people who left high feedback, or if we want to do a referral type of campaign where we see if they can get us more referrals, all kinds of stuff we can do there. So we send an SMS back to them, says, hey, love to hear that. If it's not too much trouble, can you take a minute to leave us a review? And then we let the link to that. Now it's a special kind of link. That link we can track if it's been clicked or not. So what we do is we wait until the trigger link is clicked, or up to 3 days. So most of the time, people at this point are going to click it. They're going to let a review right away. If they don't, it's most likely because life got in the way. So let's go down the route of they did click it first. So when they click it, they haven't left a review yet. They've just clicked the link to let a review. And by the way, if you don't know how to get that link, what you can do typically is go into your Google business profile and you can click get more reviews. Copy that link, and that's what you would send out to people. So we're going to wait a day after they click that link because most likely if they click that link, they're going to leave a review right away. But again, sometimes life gets in the way. When somebody does review us and they're in our system, we're able to trigger this workflow. So we're able to segment again under 4 stars, over 4 stars. So we bring them in. If it is over 4 stars, we're going to tag them as left a positive review, and then we're going to send them this SMS. Hey, first name, huge thanks for and then we can actually pull in the star rating. Let me fix that actually. Star review on Google and for trusting us with your home. Know anyone planning a project? If you connect us and it moves forward, we'll send you both a $100 Home Depot gift card. Just text me their name and number, and then first name. We want to make it now that they're no longer a cold lead off of Facebook, anything like that. We know them. We want this to be very personable. So we send that out, trying to get immediately while they're really happy with their new project. We want to see if we can get any more referrals coming in. If they leave a negative review, we send them again. Hey, just read your review and we would love to find a way to make it right. What can we do? Again, just reaching out, seeing what we can do, and we're notifying the team internally. But what's really important is we're tagging left negative review, left positive review right after they leave that review. Then here, what we can do is after somebody clicks this trigger link, we wait a day and we see if they have those tags, which basically means did they leave a review or not. If they did not leave a review, we send them one follow-up. Hey, looks like you weren't able to finish your review or something went wrong. 1 minute of feedback here, here's the link, would seriously help us win more great clients like you. Big thanks. Again, making it very personable, casual, like you're speaking to a friend. And when you look at this, you're like, well, what's all this other stuff? Basically, these are all other combinations of did they click? If they didn't, go down this path. And it's kind of repeating the same thing over and over. In the end, we're trying to get their feedback first 3 times. After we get their feedback, we try to get them to leave a review up to 3 times. So there's a ton of follow-up baked into this workflow in a lot of ways to deal with negative reviews, positive reviews. And then on the back end, there's lots of segmentation we can do, but this is the review system. You can do this manually if you want. Let's be honest, most of you are not going to do that. You're going to send 1 review request, maybe 2, and then that's going to be it. This system really is set up to make it really easy. One, you're just going to get a text message when the project's done internally. You tap yes or no to activate the system. The system takes over. If there's an issue where somebody's going to leave you low feedback or a bad review, the system is going to let you know and tell you, hey, step in and deal with this so it doesn't become a problem. This is, again, part of our mission here is to automate all of the stuff that can be automated so you can focus on your conversations with customers and on doing great work for customers. Let us deal with the rest of it. If you're interested in a demo of this system, I'll set up a private time when we can jump into a Google Meet and I can walk you through the whole system so you can get to know the system better and see if it would be a good fit for you in your business. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you did and what you'd like to see more of. And of course, make sure you're following along by subscribing or liking our page. I'll see you in the next video.